when gearing up for competition, we can often get to feel beat up and tired. So we don't want to stop training, but we do want to calm down a bit before we get too fatigued, right? So this is where taper kicks in. So if this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. If you like what we're doing, please like and subscribe, y'all. So before we get into it, I will have references for this video and I will place their number on the screen being used, and there'll be a reference list at the end. So let's begin. So taper is used to decrease the training load of athletes with the goal of enhancing performance. That's the main thing. So these are often used when prepping for a competition, like a big race or a powerlifting competition or an athletic endeavor. The weightlifting world, this is a similar concept to deloading with the added components of performance, and it's less often than deloading is. Deloads are often used to get you ready for your next training cycle, but taper is prepared for your next event. Now, tapering can be achieved by decreasing your volume, intensity, or frequency. Now, tapering is not intended to increase your fitness. Your training prior should have done that. The taper is intended to diminish the effects of fatigue from training while continuing to maintain the adaptations you've accumulated during said training. So some choose to use overload prior to training. Now, training increases of 20 to 30% over the regular volume can yield positive adaptations when compared to the traditional tapering method. So going really hard right before you back off can prove to be better than just your regular training and taper. So preparation for an activity not only is physical, but it has a mental component as well. So it can improve physical performance, but some studies show that a taper helped with psychological performance in athletes in addition to just physical. So according to this source, tapering phases are often associated with performance enhancing changes, such as reduced perception of effort, reduced global mood disturbances, and reduced perception of fatigue and increased vigor. And that's found, I'll actually write the source in the notes so you can see the exacts. So what are examples of a taper? So a taper could be decreasing your running volume leading up to a big race. It could be decreasing our weight and our reps in the few weeks prior to our lifting competition. We want to keep our training adaptations, but we want to minimize the fatigue of continued training, both mentally and physically. So we want to stop beating our bodies into submission while still maintaining what we've worked so hard to gain throughout the training cycle or the season. Now we need to be realistic, y'all. Tapering is not going to make everything perfect. It is not supposed to work miracles. A taper can realistically yield a performance improvement of about 0.5 to 6%. So if you're average at what you're doing, you might be a little bit above average after your taper. Now, if you want to be better than average, but don't know where to begin with your training, we can help you all out. Check out GoGettersPrograms.com for more information and to contact us. Thank you so much for watching and have a blessed day. Bye.